Happy Saturday, everybody. How's it going? Oh, deep breaths because we are finally here at the finale. Well, the seeming finale. Hey, everybody, how's it going? The seeming finale of Remake Our Life. We don't know if this is going to be a series that continues. It does just feel like this is going to be 12 episodes and done. We're going to get the conclusion for this series right here in this episode. I would be happy if a second season got announced and we discovered some more things. Oh man, we're here. We're here. This series started off as, this is great. I wish I could place myself in his shoes. And then it started to just twist and turn, and it's like, oh, I don't know if I want to be in the shoes anymore. If I'm being honest. I don't know if I want to be in the shoes anymore. I don't want to go back in time only to get flashed forward and then have to deal with it and then possibly get flashed back or get flashed even further, or who knows, like anything is on the table. Anything is on the table. So I'm not going to waste any more time because I'm real antsy to see how this ends. So let me pause this music and we're going to get right into this. There we go. And then there we go. All right. Remake Our Life. Episode 12. Last episode of this season. I'll say this season. I'm being hopeful. I'll say this season. Episode 12. We're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Give myself some volume. Really? What past are you sending us back to? What past are you sending us back to? Yes. Talk to her. That was such a cool transition into the opening. That was such a cool transition into the opening. They had it building up and then it swelled and it started. That was so cool. Wow, it's the little things that will get me. That was really freaking cool. Like I was wondering, I'm like, what is that in the background? And it was actually the opening. That's cool. That's really cool. That's a cool little touch. Opening is bumping too. What's up, Hazem? Yeah, I agree. I agree. He wasn't shook like the last time. No, it's not. I wonder where he's gonna get dropped at. I wonder where. At what point, if he does go back in time. Talk to us. Talk to us. Yeah, to even think about it, he didn't even get a chance to experience that. What's up, Ayush? What's going on? This is a great series to watch. Great series to watch. What? Okay. Okay. Oh, really? I would have asked her a question at least, like, how is this happening? I would have at least wanted to ask that. I at least would have wanted to say, like, how is this happening? Can you tell me? If yes, please tell me. If no, okay, I'll go back. It didn't surprise me either, but I would have asked. Just me. She's drawing? Or did she find it? Did she draw it or did she. Okay. Look at that. Wow. That's really cool. That's really cool. They've both inspired each other. That's tough. I don't know what that series is. I'm sorry. I totally recommend this though. That's tough, man. Ah, this is tough. Oh man. Why they gotta do this? Ah man. Yeah, he hasn't done anything that's too crazy. Glad she said that. Really? Okay. That's interesting coming from him. At what point are we at? So she brought him back to when okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. She brought him back to right when he left. I've been gone already. I've been gone already. Get him back! Get him back, please. This kid's different, man. This kid is different. I love Gilia. So much growth. It doesn't feel weird either. That's the whole thing. It doesn't feel weird either. Like we've got to see him grow. I love it. He said the title. Gotta get him back. We gotta get him back. Just like that, we're back. It feels good. Feels good. Yeah. He's been living as a grown man. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. All right. I like that. Oh, really? She's getting those. Don't limit yourself. Yeah, don't limit yourself. Yeah. Yes. So there we go. There we go. How are we gonna do this? Yeah, seeing her like that is very interesting. That just makes me wonder if being put back in this situation, how could you how would you be able to naturally live when you've already experienced like married life with her? Like how could you not just gravitate towards her again? I don't know. But then again, he didn't get to live those experiences. Oops, I pressed something. That's what's her name? What's her name? That is her. I think that's like so super clear it's her. It's absolutely her. I forgot her name. The draw from the future. The one that was working on the game. How can I hear running? You hear people running all the time. I don't have to necessarily look at everyone that runs by me. It's her that you should be asking because she's the one that's running. She's the one that's running. Minori. Yes, there we go. That is, yeah, that's her. Absolutely. Are we gonna get a montage of things to come? I would love a second season. Like how this is ending, we could get a second season. It's not bad. And they've been having production issues this whole season, anyways. But she's drawing again. I wish I could read. We could totally get another season of this, man. Please, please. Sudayuki. We gotta get a second season, man. Come on, do it. Do it, please. We could totally get a second season. Oh my gosh. This ended so open. We could get a second season. I don't even care. Like, it's to the point where I don't even need the time travel stuff anymore. I just want to see these characters again. Like, please. Please, we could get this. We could get a second season. Please, come on. Oh my gosh. I've never asked for anything even more. We could get a second season. That's possible. It's so possible. It's so possible. It's so possible. Oh my gosh, it's so possible. So possible. I enjoyed this episode a lot. I really did. All the stuff at the beginning with Shinoaki and Maki before he goes back to the past, that junk touched my heart. It touched my heart. Like, seriously, it touched my heart. Like, it almost made me cry a few different times. I said earlier in the stream that the first thing I would have asked, Kyoya didn't, but the first thing I would have asked for was about time travel. Like, how is this happening? But if we're not going to get an answer on how it's happening, as long as we've learned our lesson, like, I'm cool with it. It seems like from Keiko's point of view, we've learned our lesson. So if we continue down the right path, I don't see any other reason why time travel would even need to come back up again, right? Unless we stray from the path again and she interferes again and she's just like, well, you're straight again, buddy. but even even if there is no more time travel, even if Kyoya has learned his lesson, if this series just turns into just a slice of life about if it's a slice of life that just turns into like their lives, that's it, then I'm perfectly happy. It serves as a plot device and many unanswered questions like Keiko, why. That's why we hope for a second season. You don't end it like this if you never plan to get anything else continued from the series. Like this, it's not complete. It hasn't told you any answers. I feel like you don't end a series like this with these two characters meeting like this and then we don't get a resolution from it. Albeit whether that be if it's in a manga version, a light novel version, or something else, even if it never does get a second season for the anime, maybe there's a possibility of something else. Maybe there's a possibility for something else to continue the story. The 8th episode should have answered it. It seems like you're bothered by this ending. I'm not. I like it. I feel like it lends itself to having a second season, hopefully, especially how everything ends. Like if Tsurayuki would have come back, if this interaction would have happened when he left the house that first time, then and we got some sort of conversation, then cool. But how everything is just setting up, I feel like with Tsurayuki being a main character like that, you wouldn't end the series like that without giving us some sort of like closure to it, right? Without giving some sort of closure to it. That's just how I feel. So I feel like it lends itself to have more stories being told so that we can get some sort of resolution to it. Because when we went to the future, there was no resolution of Tsurayuki. The only thing we know about Tsurayuki is that in the original timeline, he was a part of the Platinum Generation. Our timeline, he left school. The future timeline, we know nothing about him. Right? The future timeline, we know nothing about him. I feel like there's still stories to be told, especially with this ending. course, man. This was rushed. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it at all. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it, especially if they're felt like the romance was weak. I'm pretty sure. What episode was that? Before he shifted to the future, he said he wasn't interested in any of the girls. Those were the words that came out of his mouth, his own mouth. He wasn't in this for romance. Life happens when you get to the future, and he ended up with one of the girls, but I don't know. It never built itself. Well, I didn't read the tags, so I don't know what tags this had. There was romance in here. If it's not like super romance heavy. But he said it himself that he wasn't interested romantically in any female in the series. He said that. I don't know, man. I like this series a lot from start to finish. I know that they had some production issues. They were facing a lot of production issues very early on. I do know that. And I'm production side, I'm hoping that, but I know they were overworked and overrushed. Like the crunch was probably like terrible. I'm hoping that they were properly compensated, which they probably weren't. Like I'm hoping all of these things that probably wasn't the case. I do think that we got a really cool story. I enjoyed the whole future timeline plot. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed getting to hear Kyoya tell us something about himself that for me wasn't apparent. For other people, 100%. Like, because there was a bunch of people. I don't know if it's just them being Monday morning quarterbacks, Tuesday morning quarterback, right? Monday morning quarterback, Tuesday morning quarterbacks. I wonder, like, I don't know if that's them after they have it revealed to them. Then they're like, oh, da da da. But for me, I never looked at Kyoya being like having his ego and all of this stuff, right? I never looked at it that way until we get to the scene when it's really thrown in your face that these people made it without you. They didn't need you to make it. So what you were doing was just like null and void. You didn't have to do anything you were doing. You felt like you needed to and it's just something that was very subtle that was there that is never outwardly like, right? It was never outwardly said. It was never outwardly said, but just how he interacted, if you picked it up, you picked it up. I didn't until they tell you, and it's just like, yeah, you know what? You're right. He was acting like that. Very mid. Oof, I disagree greatly with that. Kyoyo is basically a reincarnation of God, bro. I'm not gonna. I'm pretty sure that's what happens when you have 10 years worth of experience with a bunch of teenagers. You've lived life. You have more experiences than everybody else. Nothing's unfamiliar, especially with Kyoya. We know he was an experienced person in this field. He just was met with a bunch of failure just because of the industry that he works in. So, to each its own. I liked it. You didn't. It's okay. But I'm gonna call it that. I'm hoping somehow, some way that this possibly gets a season 2. If it gets a season 2, I'm all here for it. I feel like it lends itself to having a season 2. I don't know anything about the source material. I don't know anything about anything else. I may look into I don't know if it's a light novel or a manga or something like that. I don't know, but I may, like, for this series, I may check into it just to see how that was going. If that ended, I know a lot of people said it wasn't ended yet. It was still ongoing. So I don't know. We'll see if that's wrapping up anytime soon, if it continues on. If this possibly could get a season 2, please let it get a season 2. I just want I want a conclusion to Tsurayuki. And if this was an ending, like if this did jump ahead of the source material and they ended it this way so that they didn't completely make a concise decision with a character, like a lot of anime only endings do. A lot of anime only endings usually would make concrete decisions and end it, and then it's completely different from the source material. So if this was a way to end this series, if this never gets to season 2, in a way where they're not going to give you an answer for all these characters just so that it doesn't spit over the source material, I think I like that as well, because at that point, if somehow, some way it gets a second season eventually, you could write around that, and you can create some anime only moments that get you back on track to the canon. So that's very possible, right? That's very possible. But that's all I got, right? That's all I got. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I really do. I like the series, man. I really did. And I don't think I got anything else to say. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Gave me a few experiences, made me emotional a few times too. I like these characters. Really like these characters. But that's it for Saturdays anyways. Summer is over. Summer is over. Revengers ended last week and Remake ends this week. So there's house cleaning. We're gonna be streaming Star Wars Visions in the Discord a little later today. I got some errands to run. So if you're interested in that, join the Discord. But yeah, we're just gonna try to jump in the full swing with fall starting next week. So appreciate you guys. If I see you, I see you. If I don't, I don't. Have a good one. Peace out.